Hello, everyone out there in our TPN community. Thanks for joining us for another episode of TPN Talks with Leticia. Today, we have another very special guest, Cameron Campbell, who is one of our youth mentors in the Mentoring Inside Out program. So thank you, Cam, for joining me. I'm excited to have this conversation today. I'd love if you could just start with maybe introducing yourself, telling us a little bit about you, any kind of fun facts or anything that you want to share with our community.
Hello, I'm Cameron Campbell. I'm a youth mentor at the Pathfinder Network. Some fun facts. I like playing sports, talking about sports. And some sports of those are basketball, baseball. I play soccer. I also like hanging out with friends on the weekends.
Tell us a little bit about your role here at TPN, maybe how long you've been with the organization and what your role is, maybe even like a typical day of what it looks like for you as a youth mentor.
So I've been working here for about a year and a couple of months, so 2 months. My typical role is to mentor the youth, and the typical day is like scheduling with their parents or scheduling with them actually, taking them on visits, getting to know them, guiding them through the wrongs and through the rights the right way. Also, whatever they need, we're like a resource to them. So if they need like to work on like schoolwork, academics, we can help them with that. If they need some advice on anything, any relationship, girls or family, we there to help. Also, we collect attendance, so we like keep the track of their attendance if they're going to school or not. We're like school led. Also, we take them on trips. We have like events on what like once a month, and we do like a summer camp event too. That's a whole week.
I love that you, explain the different variety of things that happen within the Mentoring Inside Out program. What's your favorite thing about being a youth mentor?
My favorite thing is getting to know the backgrounds of the kids, like knowing what they've been through, understanding, not judging them. Also, them learning from me, knowing what I went through, like knowing what I had to go through, and like passing it over to them, getting advice from me. And also, I love summer camp too. Summer camp is always fun, hanging out with the kids.
Yeah, I think I witnessed some kids chasing you around trying to get you wet with water balloons, which was fun to see. I remember that. I was trying to get my favorite camp counselor, so that means something that they were trying to chase you and get you wet. But I agree, summer camp is one of the highlights of the year for sure. I appreciate you sharing about your favorite parts and about you kind of leveraging your own lived experiences to create connection and impact with the youth. I know that your story is powerful, and I can imagine that it's both inspirational but validating for young people who are like navigating those things, in real time. So just appreciate how you do that. Let me ask you about our mission. So our mission is to provide justice system impacted individuals and families the tools and support that they need to be safe and thrive in our communities. So what does that mission mean to you? What do you see maybe in the future for TPN?
I think that mission means a lot to me. Growing up, having my parents in the system, dealing with justice impact. I wish I had this opportunity to be in TPN. I just glad that the youth had something to go to. I have a mentor to go to, get advice from them, and whatever they need, the resources. Another resource they have.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Cam. What about the future for TPN? What do you see in the future for us as an organization, or even Mentoring Inside Out as a program?
I feel we could get better at helping even more families, having our program grow as a whole, and just growing in like different states even.
I can get behind that for sure. Mm-hmm. Well, Cam, what else would you like to share with us about you or your work?
I just would like to share. I just want to thank y'all for taking a chance on me, for helping me fulfill and doing my passion, and for doing the work that I love.
That's awesome, Cam. Well, we're glad to have you. We're lucky to have you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I wanted to know a little bit of history about TPN. How was it founded? Where did it start at?
Yeah, that's a great question. So back in the early 90s, even before our founding date, our founder, her name was Sharon Darcy, and she was partnering with some other folks, and they were able to get this grant to pilot some workforce kind of development curriculum at one prison in Salem. So they got this grant and they worked with the Department of Corrections to launch these groups basically there at CNEM. And so pretty quickly after they launched the groups, they found that the participants that were in the groups were having really positive outcomes and really doing better than some of the other people who were incarcerated that weren't in the group. So they were like, we're on to something, and really kind of set out a mission to expand that programming in other prisons in the state of Oregon. So within a few years, the program really expanded and definitely grew. And we were in most of the prisons in Oregon. Because of that relationship with the folks in the classes inside, Sharon and the other members of the leadership and the board thought, gosh, we really need to start providing services in the community as well. So that's how the Center for Family Success came about, because a lot of the participants said, this help is really great. And when I come home, it's going to be really hard to get support and resources. And my family really needs support too. So that was the beginning of the expansion to providing community services. And, Sharon was definitely a visionary, but she was someone who just got things done. And so I think her reputation in our community is definitely somebody who just made it happen and really, I think, built such a strong foundation for all the programs, over 20 programs that exist for TPN to be as successful as they are because of the relationship she built, because of the way, the organization was created and really sustained over time. So yeah, Sharon is an amazing person. She's also hilarious. So anytime that I've been able to kind of spend with her has been definitely fun and entertaining. So just super grateful for her leadership and what she did to create the Pathfinder Network. Yeah, great question.
Thank you for that information.
Yeah, of course. Well, Cam, I want to thank you for being my special guest today. It was really fun to have this conversation with you. I'm glad that we're going to be able to highlight, information about you and your work. So thank you. And thank you for everyone who joined in today for another episode of TPN Talks with Leticia. We will see you next time.